Natalia Przeszepa, the European champion, just 21 years old, the Ukrainian. Won in Amsterdam a month or so back, but only made the semi-finals in Rio. There's Azamasava, the world champion from last year, but only 7th in Rio. Such is the quality of this discipline. 2 laps for the ladies these days. Very, very highly contested. Kate Grace, 8th in Rio, shares that lane 2 with Azamasava, the US Olympic trials champion. There's Neon Saba, the Olympic silver medalist, world indoor champion, coached by Mark Rowland from the UK. Won Lausanne last Thursday impressively in 1:57.7. Eunice Sum, the 2013 world champion, only a semi-finalist in Rio, Commonwealth champion in Glasgow 2014, and 2nd in Lausanne last Thursday. She shares that lane 4 with Melissa Bishop, who was 4th in Rio, the world championship silver medalist from last year. Selina Buchel, European indoor champion last year, semi-finalist in Rio. Good athlete, Buchel. 1:58.7 in Lausanne last week, only got a 5th place. 2 minutes is no longer a barrier. It's a distant memory for many of these ladies. Joanna Jozwiak, 5th in Rio, the Pole. She had a super run in Brazil. And of course, Lindsay Sharp, who was 6th in Rio, just behind the pole. She shares lane 6. There is Caster Semenya, the Olympic champion, the world champion back in 2009. Her time in Rio was the world owner. Usovic will be the pacemaker. And listen to this, they have asked for a fast pace, 55 seconds at 400. Semenya leads the diamond race marginally by 2 points from Neon Saba. Well, 55 to 55.5 is the tempo that's been asked over the first 400 metres. That's very quick indeed. And certainly Usovic is going for it there on the outside. I'm not sure too many of the others are keen to really attack it. Looks like Buchel has gone off perhaps the quickest of the pack, and Neon Saba as well in the green top there, 3rd from right, has also run aggressively, not wanting to get boxed. You're in a bit of a dilemma over the first 200 in an 800 like this with a big field, 12 starters, because if you don't go out hard when you're on the inside 3 or 4 lanes, you can get pretty badly boxed. But Semenya, uncharacteristically, Steve, goes to the front of the pack and looks like she might be up for it here.
Yeah, but she won't thank Usovic, will she? I mean, she's meant to be pretty experienced, Usovic, and she's just gone way too fast. She's slowing down now, but that's not the way to run a 55. I mean, she's going to end up with 55, probably about 56.5 for Semenya. Now, what Semenya does do is run even-paced races. So if she comes back with a reasonable second lap here, she's in for 1:53, 1:54. But she's got to do it on her own now. She's got to go from the front and go hard for a change all the way here.
Well, she's got them breathing down her neck now, has Semenya. Neon Saba, the Olympic silver medalist, in 2nd there. Buchel having the run of her life at the moment, but 200 to run. Neon Saba choosing to run the shoulder of the Olympic champion. 1:26 at 600 metres. Remember that winning time in Rio, 1:55.28. They're strung out, but they're all going with it. And Wambui now in 3rd place. It's the Olympic gold, silver and bronze medalists in that order as they hit the straight. Coming wide now, round the outside. There's the Azamasava in the blue. But it's staying out in front now, very impressively, is Semenya. She's going to get there. Semenya by 2 metres from Neon Saba and Wambui. The gap behind them speaks volumes once again. Those are the Olympic medalists. And once more, Melissa Bishop and Sharp and Buchel and Sum have run good times, way under 2 minutes. But they are behind the big 3 who stood atop the rostrum in Rio, 1:56.44. You're right, Steve, the pacemaking was a little awry. It was way too quick through the first